Choosing U.S. Customary measurement units. All right, this says fill in the blanks below with the correct units. So it says DeAndre's finger is about 3 blank long. A metal fork weighs about 3 blank. Today, Reuben drank a total of 8 blank of water. So we just need to choose which measurement is reasonable for each one of these things. So they go through and they give you kind of a reasonable or a reference to each one. So 1 inch is about the length of a paper clip. Depends on the paper clip. Some are small, some are long, but the general one is about 1 inch long. 1 foot is about the length of a textbook. And in 1 foot, there are 12 inches. 1 yard is about the length of a baseball bat. And 1 yard has 3 feet in it. 1 mile is about how far you can walk in 20 minutes. And 1 mile has 5,280 feet. So this is just talking about distance. Now they're going to talk about weight. So then they go through too. They say DeAndre's finger is about 3 inches long because that's reasonable. You wouldn't say 3 feet long. That'd be a crazy long finger there. So 3 inches is pretty reasonable for that one. And there's a drop down, so we'll get to see that on the next page too. So to measure weight, we can use ounces, pounds, and tons. So 1 ounce is about the weight of a pen. 1 pound is about the weight of a soccer ball, and every pound has 16 ounces in it. 1 ton is about the weight of a small car, and 1 ton has 2,000 pounds in it. So just remember, keeping this in mind, an inch is smaller than a foot. There's 12 inches in a foot. A yard is bigger than a foot because there's 3 feet in a yard. And then a mile is larger than all of these because a mile has 5,280 feet. So we just need to keep this kind of idea in our heads of which one's bigger, which one's smaller. Same thing with weight. So ounce is the smallest. Pound is bigger because it has 16 ounces in it. And then a ton has 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. Okay. The last part, oh, sorry, they do answer the bit here. So it says the metal fork weighs about 3 ounces because that's reasonable. It wouldn't weigh 3 pounds. It wouldn't weigh 3 tons. 3 ounces, that's pretty reasonable for a fork. All right. To measure capacity, we use cups, pints, and gallons. So capacity is another thing for like volume. So a small milk carton holds about 1 cup. So like the small milk cartons you get from school, I'm assuming is what they're talking about there. 2 small milk cartons hold 1 pint. And you can actually buy a pint of milk from the store also. So 1 pint is 2 cups. If one of these small cartons is 1 cup, then 2 of them would be 2 cups. That makes sense, right? And 2 cups makes about a pint. A large jug of milk holds about 1 gallon. And that's pretty normal. Most people, when they go to the store, they say, let's get a gallon of milk. Pretty normal. So 1 gallon holds 8 pints. So this 1 gallon holds 8 pints. And remember, every pint has 2 cups in it. So this 1 gallon holds 16 of these little cartons, if you think of it that way. So today, Reuben drank a total of 8 cups of water. That's reasonable. If he drank 8 pints of water, that's 16 cups of water. That's not outrageous, but that's a lot of water, honestly. Like, that's more water than I think I would drink in a day. And then if he drank 8 gallons of water, that's something to worry about. That's not good for you. So we just want to pick which one is reasonable. And like I said, there'll be a drop down. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Fill in the blanks below with the correct units. A whale weighs about 50, and we need to click on this. So we have to pick ounces, pounds, or tons. So let's think of a whale. So remember, a pen weighs about 1 ounce. And then a pound, I think they used a soccer ball for that one. So a soccer ball, and that has 16 ounces in it. And then they used a small car for 1 ton, and that has 2,000 pounds in it. And a whale is bigger than a small car, so I'm going to go with tons. 50 tons, that's a lot of tons. I don't think it would be pounds. It's definitely going to be tons. Dale drank about 2 blank of juice with lunch. So just with his lunch, do you think he drank 2 cups or 2 gallons? Probably 2 cups. If he drank 2 gallons of anything, even for the whole day, that's too much. Anne's family went on a hike that was about 5. So it'd be inches, feet, yards, or miles. So inches, well, that's not terribly far. If we're going 5 inches, we would go on a hike that is 5 inches. 5 feet, I'm only 5 feet tall. So again, probably going to go on a hike longer than I am tall. Yards, so there's 3 feet in every yard. So if I say 5 times 3, that's only 15 feet. That's still not a hike. That's a very, very, very short walk. So I'm thinking it's miles. So 5-mile hike, that's a pretty decent hike, honestly. All right, so we're good to go. Let's do one more of these. Shh. All right. A bucket holds about 2 blank of water. So pints or gallons. Well, if it's a bucket, so remember a pint has, if we're thinking of the school milk cartons, a pint has 2 of those in it. So if we wanted a bucket that would only hold 4 of those, that doesn't hold a lot of water. So if we're bothering to get a bucket, I'm thinking we're going to go for gallons. A piece of paper is about 9 blank wide. So let's think of a piece of paper here. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper here for an example. So here's a piece of paper. So would this be inches, feet, or yards, or miles? So we have 4 things to choose from. Well, I'm thinking this is about 9 inches wide here. And that's pretty common. This one's actually probably a little bigger than 9 inches, but pretty darn close. So it wouldn't be feet. That'd be a huge piece of paper. Because a 9-foot paper would be 4 more feet than I am tall. That'd be a giant piece of paper. Again, there's 3 feet in every yard, and there's 5,000. I'm gonna say this wrong. 5,280 miles in feet in every mile. All right, so I'm gonna go with inches. A large horse weighs about 1. Would it be ounce, which is a pen? A pound, that was a soccer ball, or a ton? I'm thinking ton. I'm thinking a large horse weighs about the same as a small car. So let's check that. And we finished it. Yay!